Based on the polls, about 20% of you will hate me, but it's my opinion. What can I say? Hi guys and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, we're talking about credit cards, points, finances, and travel. If this is something that interests you, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. A couple of weeks ago, Marriott came with the new credit cards. Everybody started talking about them. Many YouTubers that I really like and respect also got these credit cards, had unboxings for them. You know who you are, Stan. But if you ask me, they're a little overrated. So without any further ado, let's jump to the presentation and come back to wrap it up. So the first two credit cards here are the ones by Chase. We have the Boundless and the Bountiful. And the Boundless has been around for a while. The new sign-up bonus is 100,000 points after spending 3,000 in 3 months. There's a one free anniversary night credit every year up to 35,000 points. The multipliers, basically, I'm gonna give you the new multiplier system because everybody I show you what's advertised, I keep getting, criticism that I'm not showing the full amount that you're getting, because Marriott along with Hilton, they both need to change their marketing teams because they really are bad. You have something like the Aspire, they tell you 14 points, but then when you realize you're gonna get a bunch more just for being a Hilton member, a Diamond status member, you're gonna go to 34 points, but they advertise 14. So they're missing 20 points. If I was the boss in Hilton, or here in this case Marriott, I would be very pissed because you really offer a whole lot more but you advertise a whole lot less. So I don't know how that works. Marketing team, you need to go back to school. So multipliers in the Boundless, 17x on Marriott, 3x on restaurants, groceries, gas, up to 6,000 total, 2x on everything else, and the return on spend is 23%. The Bountiful is 125,000 points after spending 4,000 in 3 months. There's one night free, it's not really free, because you need to spend 15,000 a year to get a night that's 50,000 points, up to 50,000 points. So I need to spend $15,000 a year on this credit card to get something that's really like $250 value, maybe 300. That's bad. I don't know what you think, but this is really bad. There's so many other better ways to spend $15,000. Anyway, the memberships, we're looking at Marriott Gold. I neglected to say that the Boundless gives you Silver, which is the lowest. It gives you 10% more points on Marriott. And then here on the Bountiful, we have the Marriott Gold, which is also low. It's 25% extra Marriott points as a bonus. And then with the multipliers, 18.5 on Marriott, 4x on restaurants worldwide. This is a mistake I did on the first video I did about these. I didn't realize this is worldwide, so it's great. Groceries, US groceries, up to 15,000 max combined, 2x on everything else. So there's a cap on everything. The return on spend is 19%. And then we go to the American Express side and we see that the Bevy or Bevy or whatever you pronounce that is exactly the same like the Bountiful. So the only change here is in one hand you have Amex, the other one you have Visa. So if you wanted to be a little crazy and you wanted to get one of these two credit cards, which I don't see any reason why you would at least go for the Visa version because it's accepted in more countries. So yeah, I mean, that's the only advantage, one over the other. Other than that, they're exactly the same. Bountiful and Bevy is the same product, basically, just branded differently. Now going to the Brilliant, we're looking at 150,000 points after spending 5,000 in 3 months. $300 credit that replaced the $300 Marriott credit. And this is $25 a month. Like, they replaced $300 Marriott credit that you could spend in one stay to a $300 dining credit that it's now $25 per month. It's a downgrade. I don't care what you think. $100 property credit, of course, for the high-end hotels like Ritz-Carlton, and $100 global entry TSA pre, one annual free night up to 85,000 points. Now this is an upgrade, 85,000. It was 50,000, so 35,000 more. The Marriott Platinum as membership, and that gives you 50% more points on Marriott purchases, which is great, and also it almost guarantees you an upgrade, unlike the gold status that was before. So, but still, it sits right in the middle. It sits right above the gold and right under the titanium, so it's right in the middle. They have 5 levels, and you're sitting right in the middle. Anyway, on the lounge access, this is the only one that offers it. We're looking at Priority Pass Select, up to 2 guests on restaurants, multipliers, 21x on Marriott, 3x on airlines and restaurants, worldwide, rentals with American Express partner companies, and 1x on everything else. The return on spend is 20% for the first year. But as we know, what happens in the first year is one thing, what happens in the second and every year after is another. So let's see what happens in the second year. Now for the second year and every year after, we apply as always our imaginary budget of $12,000, equally spread between travel, restaurants, gas, and groceries. I had comment last week saying that basically I shouldn't be using this kind of standard budget, because you would have this as a dedicated card for travel. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to keep everything equal, so you get an idea of what you can expect. I apply the same budget to airline credit cards, cashback credit cards, so it gives you a good baseline. And from there, your mileage might vary. So I can't really know exactly what you spend and how you use your credit cards. So I think this is a good indicator. So looking at the Boundless, we're looking at the return on spend of 3%. The Bountiful and the Bevy is anywhere between 0 and 3%. And let me explain. You need to hit $15,000 a year spend in order for you to get one free night up to 50,000 points. So if you only spend 10,000 on this credit card, 14,000 on this credit card, you're not gonna get it. And in that case, you're gonna get 0, because once you apply all the spending that we said here to these credit cards, you're gonna get $46 back after paying the annual fee. Talking about the annual fee, we're looking at the Boundless is the lowest, $95, the Bountiful and Bevy $250, and the Brilliant is $650. Keep that in mind, $650. That's $200 more than the $450 used to be. And again, it's $200 more than the Aspire at this moment. So best case scenario, you're gonna get 3% on these credit cards. Worst case scenario, you're gonna get 0%. And I found that petty. On the Brilliant, we're looking at 3.4%, and I have that 3.4% because I wanted to make clear that it's more than what you're getting on the Bevy and the Bountiful. So I put that deciment there. But other than that, it's a 3.4. Now, this is 3.4, I want to say minimum. I assume you're going to spend the $300 dining anyway. I assume that you're going to get your free night, and I assume that you will travel. That's why you get a $650 credit card. You're going to travel to Marriott hotels. And if you do that, you're going to get upgrades. But as I said before, I have no way of calculating exactly your specific scenario. So this is not here. So 3.4% is the very minimum. I would say it's closer to 5. But yeah, I have no way of counting that. So 3.4. Looking at them next to each other, we're looking at, for the first year, the best based on return on spend is the Boundless. The second is the Brilliant. Third and fourth is the Bountiful and Bevy, exactly 19%. And for the second and every year after, the first is the Brilliant at 3.4%. The second is the Boundless. And third and fourth is the Bountiful and Bevy. And even though you can get that 3% equal to the Boundless, the problem is if you don't spend $15,000, you will not get it. You're going to get 0. And this is the problem. 50% of these credit cards are completely trash. If you ask me, the Bevy and the Bountiful, they have no reason of existence. I'm not sure why they consider like mid-range right now. I would never advise any of you to get these credit cards. You have to go either for the Boundless or for the Brilliant. If you are a real loyalist and you travel a lot, the Brilliant is the one to get. Absolutely. If you're an occasional traveler, then you're safe with the Boundless, because the Boundless will give you a free night, and then you do some spending, it's gonna cover your fees, and you're gonna go ahead by 3%. I wanna say it's a safe bet. But for the other two, they're completely trash. I would never get them. I would never advise you to get them. But even for the Brilliant, I have a big problem, because when you compare that to the Aspire, the Hilton Aspire, you see a big difference here. Not only you have a smaller annual fee on the Aspire, at least up to today, $200 less, but the credits, they don't have limits. You have $240, if I remember correctly, on airline incidentals. You have 200 or 250 on Hilton resorts, and there's no limit or increments. $50 this month, $50 the next month. Like, come on. So I think that if you throw in the mixture other credit cards like the Aspire, yeah, all these credit cards would not look that great. All of them, 100% of them. But as I said before, it doesn't matter what I say. It's a matter of what you want. If you like Marriott more than Hilton, if you're served better in the locations you travel more with Marriott than Hilton, then there's nothing I can say and be right, because the specifics are different for you. So I think it will be great to have a video comparing exactly the differences between the Brilliant and the Hilton Aspire as of today, and see how they look. That's in the next video though. That's all for today. Let me know what you guys think. How do you like these new Marriott credit cards? If you're planning to get one, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, ciao.